In order to help you prepare for Monfort College of Business Networking Night, we've put together this short video series to help give you some tips to help you be successful during that evening. Right now we're going to talk about how to prepare for Monfort College of Business Networking Night before you even go into the event. Part of the idea of networking is that it seems a little bit frightening, like to have to go connect with people that you've never talked with before. Something that's really important to consider is you network all the time. You network with your friends that you live with, you network over meals, you network at parties and social gatherings. So I want you to consider networking as something as simple as carrying on a conversation with people that you may or may not have ever met before, and consider it that easy. Part of the reason that we're having you learn networking skills and consider how important that they are is that 25% of jobs are actually landed by people applying for direct job postings. That's not a lot of jobs. 75% of jobs are landed by people who are accessing their professional and personal networks. So what happens when you're accessing your networks is that you're unearthing job openings that may not have ever been advertised to the public. You give your chance a much better opportunity to be recommended into positions or recommended to a particular hiring manager or employer based upon your professional network and the people that know you. So consider how important your network may be in helping you land positions that no one else may have had a chance to know about. In order to prepare for networking night, I want you to think about having a plan. It's not as easy as thinking that you're going into a game of bumper cars where you just may happen to have a conversation with someone. Ahead of time, we're going to provide you with a list of the employers who are attending networking night. Students that have a real advantage going into networking night have taken the time before the event to research each of the different employers that they're going to be connecting with. What types of opportunities does that organization have? What are their products? What are their services? As a way for you to better understand that employer. So when you interact with them at networking night, you're not simply seeking information. Instead, you can start to have a conversation about goods and services and the types of organization that you're interacting with. This is going to demonstrate to the employer that you've taken initiative, that you may stand out amongst the rest of your peers because you have knowledge that they don't have about that particular organization. During your conversation with these employers, we will have provided you business cards with your name and email address on the business card. During the event, it's going to be important that you are well prepared to exchange business cards, which means you're thinking about how you're dressing in order to be able to house these business cards someplace. So a typical way to think about carrying business cards is to have a couple pockets in a jacket or a suit that you may be wearing. Those pockets will enable you to have one set of business cards that are yours, another set of business cards in another pocket that are those that you have collected from different employers. The other part of this that you can consider is carrying a pen or pencil with you and taking notes after you meet with an employer to recall parts of the conversation that you had. Did you learn something meaningful about this employer? Was there something that, a personal conversation that you had or a way that you got to know one another that you would like to recall later when you send a thank you note? So it's important to consider what are you wearing and how is that outfit going to help you engage in this event in the evening. I also want to be mindful that you're aware that this event is a professional event. You want to be mindful that the neck of your shirt's not too low, ladies, that your skirt is not too high, that your heels are appropriate, that you can walk really well in your pumps. Gentlemen and women, everything that is pressed nicely. You want to look really good. So we wish you the best in preparing for networking night.